Tests from the state of Indiana show higher than normal levels of Pfas in our local water. Exposure to these chemicals can lead to some critical health risks like cancer.
News 10's Caitlin Hunt spoke with an expert about these levels. She's in Farmersburg with more on what this means for you.
Recent data from the Indiana Department of Environmental Management shows 3 local water sources have been contaminated with Pfas. And I spoke with an expert who says things may be fine now, but it's something to monitor. The Indiana Department of Environmental Management sampled water from different sources. 3 local water sources, Indiana American Water Sullivan, Sisters of Providence St. Mary's of the Woods, and Sullivan Vigo Rural Water, tested for Pfas. And to better understand this, I shared the data with expert and Indiana University professor Marta Venier. She says any amount of Pfas in the water may be concerning, but it's not something to worry about now.
We also have to understand that we're looking at relatively low concentrations in parts per trillion. So it's really low.
And not many are too concerned about these so-called forever chemicals. I spoke with several people in the Farmersburg area. Many of them tell me they didn't know what Pfas are. And once I shared this information, most say it's not a concern because they drink bottled water. Venier says this is something to be aware of because high levels could lead to some big health concerns.
Pfas in our bodies have been associated with several health effects that range from obesity to, for example, cancer.
Venier says these chemicals often come from firefighting foams used at airports or military bases. And if these levels were to get any higher, Venier says there's not much you can do. Brita filters aren't powerful enough, and the most effective way to combat these chemicals is by installing costly water filtration systems.
It's really difficult to remove them. So you need sophisticated systems to remove them from the water.
Venier says these water sources will need to be retested soon to make sure they are still within compliance. I reached out to American Water about the Pfas. It says it is aware and it is using the latest technology to rid the water of these chemicals. In Farmersburg, Caitlin Hunt, News 10.